sound, guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. Mayfield's throw going to be caught by Davis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain. They go with Chubb on second down, running right through it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Mayfield on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them. Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few. Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range. And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. There's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Mayfield now. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield. Is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Get off the field. Check 15. Check 15. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Regular.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got room. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Browns. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Steps away to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Harold Landry able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Powers through. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go too.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Philly. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. A give. This is Chubb. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Hurts fumbles it. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He will have a first down here at about the 40. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Push him back. Push him back. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Back to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A check down here to Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on second down. Now a give right side. Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Elliott on for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Dancing to his left. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
I got 15. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And that'll set them back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. A carry here for Hunt. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 15. Mike 15. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now Mayfield. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Being chased out left. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Here's Sanders. Sanders has the 1st down and much more. And down to the 28-yard line. 130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw, and a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Demetric Felton from 6 yards away. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Sanders, a 1st down, still going. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 169 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive the runners taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Fast footwork by Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. Here I come. Single. I got it.
Here's Baker. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle. With a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on the...